Right now, there's a new push for a bipartisan bill after a drug deal on social media turned deadly. Jackie DeFusco is live in our Washington bureau this morning. Jackie, now this is not an isolated event.
Gabriella, that's right. The Drug Enforcement Administration found that during a 5-month period, roughly 1/3 of drug poisoning investigations had direct ties to social media.
He was full of adventure, very outgoing. He never met a stranger.
16-year-old Cooper Davis's life cut short by a fake Percocet pill laced with fentanyl. His parents believe he got it through the social media site Snapchat.
All these kids can access a drug dealer by their phone and have it delivered to their porch, just like Amazon delivers.
A bipartisan bill now bears his name, the Cooper Davis Act.
Anything we can get behind to help save lives and protect other families, that's what we want to do.
If passed, it would push various online services, like social media, to turn over data about illegal fentanyl deals happening through their platforms, with fines for knowingly failing to report a crime to law enforcement.
This would have no impact at all when law enforcement should or shouldn't use a warrant. They're going to still go through the same process. This is simply sharing public information with the law enforcement.
But in a letter to lawmakers, 16 civil rights and criminal justice groups argue the bill gives companies too much discretion to report personal information, like photos and direct messages. They say undermining constitutional protections.
That sort of incursion on Americans' privacy is something that Congress should be avoiding, not endorsing.
The ACLU also raising concerns about unfair enforcement.
The war on drugs has been a failure, and it's had a disproportionate impact on Black and brown people.
As the debate continues in Congress, the Davis family hopes their son's story will make a difference.
We know he's living in heaven.
He's proud, and he knows that we knew he wanted to help people, and that's our goal.
Now, both sides agree that stories like this are heartbreaking, but critics say the solution shouldn't be making social media companies an extension of law enforcement. Supporters of the legislation, though, emphasize it would not require these providers to actively monitor their users or search for violations. Gabriella?
And Jackie, if this does become law, how exactly would those posts then be flagged?
Yeah, I asked Senator Marshall's office that exact question, and they told me that social media companies already use things like algorithms, artificial intelligence, human surveillance to check for safety and to check for compliance with their terms and conditions. So they say this would be a really similar process and aim to standardize that reporting across many platforms. However, the ACLU counters that in reality, they don't have the infrastructure or the expertise to translate those methods to drug enforcement investigations, which are often very complex. Back to you.